Hello, Scorpio. This is Michelle, and I'm here to do your July 2020 card reading. This month I'm using the Autobike number 1 deck by the United States Playing Card Company, and I'm just really enjoying it. The back of the card is a reproduction of a deck that was printed between 1902 and 1906. And it just reminds me of a card that perhaps my grandmother would have used when she read the playing cards. So we'll be using those. And then I will also bring in a card for you from the Voices of Saints and a card from Divine Doors. All right, so we have those cards to get through. And also a little bit different this month is that I have a question in mind going into these readings. And the question is this: how can I make the best use of my time now and solve any problems I'm facing? How can I make the best use of my time now and solve any problems I'm facing? All right, so that's what I'm picking up. We'll see what the cards have to say about that. Oh, goodness. All right, everything's getting turned around. I'm going to go ahead and start, though, with that. You know, just picking up that deck, it might suggest that there's some confusion at this time, all right, with exactly what to do. But look, we have the 3 of diamonds on the bottom of the deck, and so I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to see the 3 of diamonds because it suggests that there is, okay, I just have to laugh a little bit because you know how the Scorpio readings go here at my channel. It suggests that there's some upward movement or positive movement in the area of finances, a little bit of growth perhaps. Now, I know that's contrary to what's going on with most of the world, but this is suggesting for some of the Scorpios out there that you're seeing a little bit of movement. It could be that there's just something a little promising. Maybe there's a little promising news, even if you're going through some difficult financial times, as many of us are. It looks like potentially a little bit of positive news coming in. Now we have the 3 of Hearts sort of to back that idea up. Another 3. The 9 of Clubs, and the Ace of Spades. Now, I'm not really reading them reversed, but let's just leave it that way and see what messages come up. Well, you know, once again, this is the alternate Scorpio universe here at Old World Mystics, and it is here to say that Scorpio, in the month of July and August, I think you're going to find reason to feel joyful. And the reason being is that I think you can see the end of some particular relationships in sight. Okay, so there are some certain relationships, people that you were associated with, and that whole situation is potentially coming to an end. It may not be right now, but I think it's like you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. You know, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I feel that this is cause for feeling very positive, right, about life. You're moving out of one cycle and into another, all right? So here's the other cycle. Now we might see, just with that reversal, that both the reversal and the 9 are telling me that this might not be like immediate, all right? So for some of you, it might not be like instantaneous, like it's happening right now, this moment. It could be that, but that you can clearly see that this cycle is coming to an end, and that you will indeed be moving into something more, I want to say, closer to what you would like to do from your own heart space. Okay, so let me just say that. All right, now let's continue on. The King of Spades, the 10 of Diamonds, and the Five of Clubs. Well, just backing all of that up, right? It's nice when we see that, when we get these sort of double whammies coming in. The Five of Clubs suggesting change, all right? So there is some change in the air regarding, it looks like it has to do with people that you associate with. It could be for some of you, it might have to do with one particular person, by the way. So it could be one particular person. This could be a very intelligent person, somebody who is, I want to say, very knowledgeable. And yeah, so that's what I'm picking. I am picking up a male figure, even though it wouldn't have to be necessarily male, but I am picking that up, so it could be almost like a masculine energy, whether it's a woman or a man. There's some change involving this person in life. And also, the cards are saying that this change that has happened with this masculine figure is going to turn out to be absolutely very positive for you, especially in the financial sector. Right, so with the Ten of Diamonds, this is very good news. It's good news financially. It suggests money coming in. It can potentially suggest a being overly concerned with materialistic matters. That's possible too. But I'm not really picking that up here. I am just picking up that there is some sort of change that occurred in life. It could have been rather abrupt. I feel that it was abrupt. Looking at the Ten of Spades and, the Ten of Diamonds and the Ace of Spades, typically we might say that there is an inheritance involved for some of you. All right, so for some of you, that has been the case. I'm not predicting it though, okay? What I will say is that that's already happened. Okay, so let me put it that way. All right, so there's no prediction there. It's just that may have already occurred. And the situation right now is that there's more money coming in because of that for some of you. But even if it isn't an inheritance involved, then there's still the idea that whatever the change is involving this person, and it could be that they are no longer going to be in your life. So I'm picking that up. It's going to be very positive for you financially. Okay, so let's continue on. There's the Five of Hearts. All right, again, we just kind of keep getting confirmation all the way down the line. The King of Diamonds. All right. This would be analogous to air, the spade, and diamonds would be earth. And now the Nine of Spades. So how can I make the best use of my time? How can I solve any problems I'm facing? The Nine of Spades certainly represents that. Like problems that we're facing, difficulties, sorrows, difficult endings. That would be the Nine of Spades. It's all around us, even if it isn't going on in your life. It's just like in the world, even at large right now. But the cards are suggesting that these changes, once again, I'm going to repeat myself and sound like a broken record here, but the cards are suggesting that these changes are going to end up in the long run to be very, very positive for you. I do feel that there is a person in your life. I feel that there is a person in your life, or potentially will be a person in your life, that is very grounded. And that if you are going through some difficulties, some difficult times, or going through this transition period, because it also looks like a transition period, if you are having some difficulties, it looks like you can consult this person, which is beautiful to see. So while one person may have been sort of leaving life, exiting out of life, potentially, could be a group of people also. moving out of life. Could be both. Could be even like a group of people and that you're happy about. And it could also be even one particular person. I'm actually kind of picking both of those things up right now. And yet there are still people here for you. That's the message that I'm picking up here. There are still people here for you. And so I think that those people can help you. If you need help, Scorpio, right? If you need help. Some of you won't actually need help. I want to get back to the question about how can I make the best use of my time. And based on the cards that came up, what I am just picking up is to, you may be already doing this, let me say that, but if not, what I'm picking up is to spend a little bit of time just looking about at the situation and really focusing on all of the positive developments that have come about over the last few months, 6 months, maybe year even. Okay, so there's some very positive changes I feel for Scorpio, and it is involving certain people, relationships coming to the end of a cycle. And so I think you can look at that despite the difficulties there and just be grateful for how beautifully things have really worked out for you. I certainly hope you can resonate with that because it's a very promising message. And now we have this door leading into this. I want to say, I'm tempted to say sunlight, but I also just get this feeling of moonlight in a way, just because there's so much darkness here. There's a little snow. And so it could be for some of the Scorpios that there has been some difficulties of late, some darkness, perhaps some difficulties going through some transitions and endings, but that, look, you're right on your way here into this brighter future. And the message is change beckons. The path is shifting. The road leads a new way. Do not be alarmed as change beckons today. Well, that's precisely the message, isn't it? So not to be alarmed with all of these things or too worried, because things are really going to turn out beautifully for you, Scorpio. Based on the card reading here today, there's a lot to be grateful for. There's a lot to be thankful for. And things are, for some of you, I feel like it's going to feel like, wow, things are finally turning in my favor, and it's about time. Okay, now we are going to pick a saint card for you. Now this saint can be someone that you can pray to in the month of July and August, going into August. This reading really will cover both into August as well. You can ask for the saints to intercede on your behalf. It's like asking a friend to pray for you. You know, hey, would you pray on this for me? It's the same sort of thing. You can talk to this saint. You can ask for support and protection. This saint will be there for you. And your saint is, interesting. Okay, Saint Valentinus. Now there's an M here. I think it stands for martyr, but I'm not sure. Now I do not know the story behind this saint. I am really drawn to this number 77, certainly suggesting spirituality, right? The seven represents spirituality and also knowledge and wisdom and learning. And I think a lot of Scorpios are very keen on learning, constantly learning, and especially about things that are mysterious or just growing in wisdom. Now I'm going to read just a little bit about this saint, 3rd century Italy, and the saint protects lovers and induces fertility. Oh my goodness. And we have the Ace of Spades in the reverse. Okay, so for some of you, okay, I've been spending a lot of time at home, right? This could be the time, right? So if you've been looking at perhaps growing a family, that's completely almost unrelated to what I had picked up, but it is coming up here with this card. So for some of you, that might be the brand new beginning and something to be very happy about. The message is also new love or family, good opportunities for work. All right, well, you couldn't ask for a more positive saint for the month of July. I mean, covering all bases. We have love, family, money, work. It's all covered with this saint. So I'll be looking into this saint to learn more about Saint Valentina's. You might want to too, but I do believe the saint has come in for you this month to offer you support and protection. Scorpio, that's your reading for July 2020. Thank you so much, as always, for being here. It is a pleasure and a privilege, and I'll see you next time.